everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we got some more Lego City Undercover for you. It happens to be Chapter 4, When the Going Gets Tough. And that's right, we're going to check out Special Assignment 4, Kung Fu Story. We're going to get a handful of trophy achievements, and we're also going to pick up a couple of random items, including a character token that is not pertinent to the story, and a couple gold bricks. So, hey, stick around, and let's check out what's going down. We're going to start off with the cutscene. Well, technically, it's not an official cutscene, but there's lots of important information, so shh. Let's see what's up.
Hey, Chase, what did you find out at the mine?
That I'm lousy at fighting.
Huh?
Rex was there. He grabbed Stinky before I could find him and then knocked me out.
Whoa! So what are you gonna do?
Get some training at the local dojo to make sure that he can't do that again.
Okay, and I'm gonna give Frank another call. I bet he's lost his phone.
All right, looks like we need to find old Barry at the Temple Dojo. And it's not too far from here, as you can see with a quick peek on our map-a-rooney. Let's see here. We got a bluesy in front of us, and all right, we got a little ghost stud trail that we're going to follow with a green bouncing arrow. And it makes it pretty simple. I gotta say, you know, this game is pretty awesome. I know that there was a few hiccups in the Nintendo Wii U version, but so far, I haven't ran into anything that's really worth mentioning or complaining about. And it's been quite the dream. So, all right, we are making our way along this pathway here, and we find ourselves a super brick. And as it turns out, we actually need a whole bunch of those. I see a couple of more of them on my right-hand side as I make my way past this cabin, and I think, oh, should I grab it? And I think, no, I better save that for the free roam, or maybe something pertaining to this area. That's the last thing I want to do, is steal the super brickage from this area and not have enough for another area. And I'm not exactly sure if those super bricks respawn, or if there's way more than you need. But as it would turn out, we're going to need a handful of them here in a second. So there's our green bouncing arrow, and wait a minute, it comes to a ledge. We are not ready to do any super jumping yet, so there must be a bridge here, and it looks like there is. It's the Serenity Bridge. However, it's going to cost us 30 build bricks, and we were a little short on that. We've got, well, I think it said like 13 or 15,000, something like that. But as we pull out our old scanner, we can scan around, and look at that. We've got some right across the street from us, so we'll go ahead and start our mission. And I was hoping this was going to be one of those big super bricks, but as it turns out, it's just kind of the ones that's oh so small. So we'll smash the old stumpage here, and look at that. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And make sure you collect all these little guys as well, because they're always going to come in handy. Every little block counts, just like same with the studs. Every stud counts too. Now, yeah, it doesn't really matter which particular order you scan these in and grab them in. It just matters that you get over 30,000. Now, we actually grab a handful of them in the area and not quite all of them, but we're going to grab a plenty. And look at that. There's a big one right there. We're going to find a way to get up top there. And hey, speaking of up top, we feel like we're on top of the world right now, as Warner Brothers, WB, has been hooking us up with some games and content lately, and we just want to give a shout out to them and let you guys know that this was a gift from Warner Brothers, and although it was free and awesome in that sense, we're having a blast too, and all of the info, reviews, guides, and all that stuff's going to be totally from our point of view, and nothing coming from Warner Brothers, other than the game itself, so big shout out to them. Thank you very much. Now, all right, so we can see that we have to find a way to get up top here. And I was thinking maybe I need a vehicle or something. But as it turns out, there's a couple of mining bricks that we can smash right around the corner here. And we can build them up into, wait a minute, what is this? It's a Weeble Wobble Rock. Actually, that's not what you really call it. But look at that. We can ride it on over to the old ledge here. And look at that. The camera pans up. And booyakashow! There's actually a couple of super bricks up here. So we're going to take a little detour once we get up top. I know that old Bugs Bunny used to say I should have taken a left at Albuquerque, and we will make that left to go get that super bricky, but we're going to go get this little guy first. Woo to the hill. You can see me jumping for joy there. And we're going to go ahead and get our slide on. This is kind of cool. It's kind of a slow motion slide. I tried to jump up top there, and no such luck. And all right, we've got 24,000. That's still not enough. We still need another 5,000 plus to get inside there. Now, it seems as though in most of these brick piles, these black or dark gray brick piles, that you use the old well, no, it's not a pitchfork. What the heck is that? Pickaxe. There we go. I think that's what we're calling it. That's what I'm calling it anyways. Moving along now. We'll go ahead and pull out our scanner. We can see that there are all sorts of yellow items glowing in the near and far. So we'll go ahead and do a full spin around there. And after getting dizzy, we'll go ahead and target this guy over here. And we'll make our way over there. Now, as it turns out, I'm going the long way. You can see on the compass, look, it's telling me to go down. It's telling me to go down, Brian. Oh, but I'm going the wrong way. But that's all right, though. It led us back to this guy here. Remember we ran by this guy a little bit ago? Make sure you jump up on top of the dark gray or black bricks to go ahead and get the old super brick on top, which, check it out, we've actually got the target achieved. But we're going to go ahead and keep on smashing and keep on grabbing. And, well, okay, we didn't get one there, but we got a couple studs. And look at this, we've got a crowbar spot. So we'll go ahead and step up to the plate and spam, 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 spam. We've got another biggin inside, so we'll go ahead and grab that guy too. Now, now we may have stole all of the stuff from the area, and we'll have to come back and see how it works out later. Now, it's my guess that as long as we don't wander too far, and eventually we'll get a whole bunch of these super bricks, and we won't need. But you can see here's a vehicle build station. That's right, but build. And we're not going to do that now, though. We're going to save that for a later date. And what do we got here? We got some more super brickage. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and smash that and take that. Ooh, thank you very much. We'll take these little guys, too. And we're going to actually wander all the way over back to this bridge now. And, oh, there's one on the left side, too. So go ahead and smash and grab this guy as well. Now, keep in mind, you do not have to do all of this right now. You can do it later if you have the requirement. Feel free to go ahead and build the bridge and make your way across, which is what we're going to do next. All right. Look at this. We've got, what, we need 30K for this? Yeah, we got it. We almost got 50K. Well, not anymore. We just spent a whole bunch of loot, but it was well spent. And speaking of well spent, we're actually about ready to get a whole plethora of blue studs. Now watch this as I turn around. There's a whole bunch here bouncing around, and if I act quick, I can grab a whole bunch. And then I realize, oh wait, crap, I've got that red brick stud multiplier, the 2x, and I haven't turned it on yet. Now, contrary to belief, the PS4 and Xbox One versions do not require you to purchase them. So how awesome is that? I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. All I had to do was unlock it, which we did in a previous chapter. And as it turns out, I have a 2x now, so woohoo! And look at that, we've also, for sure, I thought this was going to be like the Kung Fu character suit that I needed, but it turns out we don't even get one of those, at least not yet. So I switched back through, I got my David Hasselhoff on. That's what I think he looks like. He kind of looks like the Hoff. But he blows a whistle, and oh, hey, speaking of blowing a whistle, follow us on over at Twitter. And I guess we won't blow the whistle on, I don't know. We actually need to follow the path up these stairs here, these grand stairs. And look at that, there is a glowing golden police badge up there, which indicates it's going to be, a cutscene or perhaps a special assignment. So let's see what this one brings us. All right, it's special assignment for Kung Fu. So let's go ahead and see what we got in store for us. I'll give you a hint. There's a little bit of a Matrix crossover here. So, oh yeah, we'll check it out in just a second.
Barry Smith, 24-hour plumber and Kung Fu guru, unblocking pipes and chakras since 1987. It's worth a try.
Oh, what's up there, BHU Mike? Welcome online. He's not going to join us in this game, but who knows? He might join us in a future video at some point. He's been in plenty of them in the past. Thank you very much. All right, we got this guy with an ice sculpture here, and we are not quite sure what we need to do, but we do get a little hint as the game tells us we're going to need a lot of super bricks in order to make that build. And as it turns out, there is a giant super build right in the middle, and it's for a dragon, but we are short on the bricks. So we're going to start off by doing this little puzzle maze on the left-hand side. And you know what? I've always had kind of a little knack for those kinds of games, even the real-life ones. Balance has always been kind of a thing of beauty for me. However, I shake like crazy, so filming is never good. Oh, look at that. The fireworks were in the shape of a Kung Fu dude. And yeah, so anyways, I plowed through that, and no, I didn't edit that out. I would have been honest with you and told you if I messed that up. But oh, look at that. We got the gong show in the back, but not quite like we remember it. And we've got these lions scattered. There's actually a couple of them up top too. And he says something about a hat rack, but as it turns out, it's a training device. You know, you see them cha 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 all the time in Kung Fu movies. movies, and I've never really understood how they work or how you're supposed to work them. I guess you have to be smart and have some training, which I lack both of those. And all right, so we've got some miner bricks on the right-hand side. I almost pulled a Dougie there and called it the left. But we're going to go ahead and destroy those with our pickaxe. And we're going to take out all this food, too. We're going to make mincemeat out of this pile. And check it out. What else we got? We got, well, a whole lot of nothing, it looks like. Except for, wait, we have discovered a little pile of shrubs on the ground, which is usually something we find at the end of a detection or tracker ability scan. So we'll have to check that out in a second. As we spin around with our scanner, we actually take note that right where we placed that firework earlier, now the bottom, the base is gone, but now there is a super brick there. So we'll go ahead and take that. Thank you very much. And look at this. We destroyed the lion on the right side of the bridge there, and it gives us just what we needed, that tracking spot. So we'll go ahead and follow. Wait, what are we doing? We gotta follow it, Brian. Where's it going? Oh, so sometimes if you find that it's not tracking any further ahead, it might be because you missed a couple of steps behind you. So as you notice, I had to go back and fill in a couple of those footprints, and once I got them filled in, I was good to go. Now, yeah, I would love to blame this on the game here, but I'm gonna have to chop this up to user error. I was not quite close enough, and I kept dropping that stinking thing on the ground. But oh, gong! That's right. Like I said, it's not quite like the Gong Show. You remember? No, look at that. The good timing there as I run right over the top of where that piece was, and I collected a super brick. Now we've got this piece of dynamite, and remember, you have to change on over to the miner in order to pick it up. And look at this, we've got a little spot where we stick this. I'm not really sure why you have these brown wooden barrels that you stick the dynamite in, but I guess we'll take it. And ooh, we got some jumping posts, and oh, I fell off. Oh, but I guess I wanted to collect those studs and stuff. So, and all right, we're gonna shimmy across this ledge up here. And once we get all the way to the end of it, we actually find a spot we can grapple. So switch on over to the officer edition. That's right. Get your grapple on with the popo, and we'll rip down the ladder. And look at that, we've got access up top now. So we are going to take a quick scan and see what we've got available for us. Well, a whole lot of nothing except for this thing right in the middle. So we've got it checked off now, and I think we're going to go investigate. But first, let's kick down some of these items. And yeah, we got a couple of ladders we can kick down as well that'll help us get back up here just in case we fall off or find ourselves, ooh, a purple! Oh, look at that. I usually don't cut myself off. I try not to, but when I see a purple, I better go grab it. Now, keep in mind, too, we do have the 2x stud multiplier on, so it is going to help us get that real city hero requirement a lot quicker, and we actually do achieve it here pretty soon. As you might have noticed on the entry screen, it's right around the 42 or 43,000. Don't hold me to it. It might be 43. You'll see how it happens in a minute because I have the 2x stud multiplier on. One blue ends up being 2,000 instead of 1, and it's kind of a funny, you'll see. All right, so we're getting closer. We have 38,704 of the 40,000 needed build bricks. However, keep in mind, too, we also came into this with quite a few extra build bricks, and we would like to leave with a handful of those as well. So let's make sure we scan and try to take out as many as the super bricks as we can find in the area. And look at that, we've got a grapple point to get up to that third floor, but were we ready to get up there yet? Not quite. We wanted to make sure we kicked down the ladder on the far left side, and I'm not sure. Look at me, I'm actually kind of trying to avoid the studs right now because I wasn't sure I really wanted to get the real city hero requirement or not. It's kind of like, I should save those for free play. We always do them in the free play. I should save them. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm running around. There's a lot. It looks like there's lots to do yet. But I wasn't sure if this was the end. Like, I wasn't sure if once I got inside the old dojo here, if that was going to be the end of the special mission or if I was going to have to do some more stuff. So, as it would turn out, I actually put it off till I get inside. But I find it inside. So, spoiler alert. All right, we are on the third floor, and you might notice this weird dragon-like thing with a chain. Go ahead and pull the chain, and it's going to give you a flame. That's right. We've got a little torch, and we can go ahead and light these fireworks over here. I always love these pinwheel fireworks. However, I never really had the proper place to pin them. You know what I mean? Like, I never really had, like, the laundry post or anything that I could, like, hook it to. I always had metal and things, so often we would put them, like, on a tree, and sometimes the trees weren't flat, and it didn't always work out. So, always one of my favorite fireworks, though, and now you don't really find those anymore. I'm not sure why you don't see those. Anyhow. All right, we've lit both the torches on the left and the right side now, and both sides have presented us with a firework, and we know that we have two spots down below that need fireworks. So Woo to the who. Look at that, another ka-chow fireworks show there. I wish my fireworks looked like that. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Now, one more. We got to get all the way back up top, so use either ladder. And, of course, you got to use the grapple plug in the middle, Brian. Come on, man. All right, we know where it's at. Right there. Be calm. See, I got to got to follow the game. All right, we don't need the torch because we've already lit these fireworks, and it's revealed the big guy here. That's right. So we'll go ahead and take this giant bottle rocket down and place it right where it needs to be. And wait for it. Booyakashow. All right, now give me my brick. Oh, that was a pretty cool one, too. That was red. It's got red on it. Oh, super brickage complete. And now it looks like we've got just about the same amount that we had in overage as we showed up with. So about 18,000 is what we should have. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And, ooh, it's a dragon. And, rawr, this sucker's going to let out. Look at this. Rawr. That's right. If you don't follow me, I'm going to melt you. Rawr. No, check us out on Instagram, though, if you're on the gram, because we be am. That's right. If you're on the gram, we be am, too. That's right. You might have to listen to that one more time to really make sure I said that way. But I did. So, haha, we got a key. We're going to take it over here. And, of course, we're going to spin to win. And we're going to enter the door. Ooh, look at that. What do we got inside? Oh, we've got some more. What? What? Some more stuff? We got to do more stuff? Wait, when we approach... Oh, this glowing item up here. Oh, we get to do the gong show for realsies. Oh, and pat yourselves on the back, assuming you have gotten the same amount of studdage as us and have officially accomplished it. But look, now we got 44,000. Oh, ring my bell, ring the bell.
I'm here to see
Shh! Have a listen to this.
Welcome to Learn Kung Fu While You Sleep. Relax. You are now completely relaxed. The end.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
And plumbing?
Maybe I should start you off against a few of my students. Look deep within yourself to find your hidden potential, and you will triumph over your enemies. What also helps is...
And throwing them around helps as well. Ha ha ha. Great advice there, Lego Morpheus. Now, I know we can't really call him Morpheus in the game, as we would need the rights to the Matrix. But certainly some similarities to the fighting dojo where Morpheus and Neo do their training, and lots of guys come in. And plus, I mean, come on, it sort of sounds like... Well, sort of. Again, another reference to a movie that they didn't quite have the rights to, but close enough for me to get enjoyment out of it. So, all right, next up, this one was a little bit trickier. It actually tells me that I have to do a counter attack by waiting patiently and then pressing the icon indicated. For us, it happens to be triangle. I suppose it could be the old Y button. Well, why? Because you're playing on the Xbox, I say. I'm just kidding. All right, enough with my punniness. I'm going to go ahead and settle that down because I know I'm not always that funny. But, all right, we've got guys jumping around, diving, ducking, and dodging. You'd think it was dodgeball. But as it turns out, it's just some good old-fashioned smash and grabbing. But here we go. We got some more bad guys. We actually have 3 total rounds, I believe it is, that we have to take these guys down in. And each time in between, they can give us a little bit of a tutorial. And, all right. Oh, bruv, you're ruthless. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and check out this bluesy back over here. And I highly recommend you do, toozy. But for us, we're going to wait in the middle. And as soon as he attacks, we're going to go ahead and hit that triangle button. Oh, no, we got to grab him. That's right. We got to grab him and then toss him. We're actually going to get a trophy achievement called Double Trouble for tossing bad guys in a fighting sequence. Now, I probably didn't say that absolutely perfect to what the trophy achievement description is, but essentially there are tasked battles that you have to do, and like this, in this case, we have 3 check marks that we need to get up top. And you can see we've got 1 of the 3, and I'm just going to keep on hurling guys, picking them up and turfing them across the room at each other, and look at that. So I've officially got 2 of those now, and I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up again. Yep, that's right. Maybe. I've got him grappled. I'm going to toss him into the wall. Oh, so I don't know if that one counted or not, because I do believe it says throw one bad guy into another bad guy 5 times. In fact, you know what? I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to go read it. I'll be right back. So yeah, the wording on it is kind of tricky. It says take down 5 troublemakers whilst in... how did that go? Oh yeah, during a gang fight challenge. And looking at our trophy achievement guide that Dougie put together for us, it actually reads that Doug got it on this particular interaction as well. So apparently there are more than a couple special assignments that have these gang fights, but in this particular case, this is probably going to be the best one, and we recommend you do it here, as we know you can get it done here. All right, so we've got the Battle Royale. Now, we've actually got a whole bunch of bad guys, and this is the perfect time to go ahead and grab them and turf them into each other. So, all right, we'll go ahead and try to duck and dodge as many as possible. But, oh, look at that, double trouble. And I didn't count along, as you guys are capable of counting to 5. At least I hope so. And plus, we got a cutscene.
You have done well. Take this belt with you as a sign of your skill.
I can't accept this, Barry.
Why? Oh, hello.
Boy, don't you hate it when that happens? Haha. All right, well, Barry looks like he lost his pantalones, and he should probably shout out something like, "Honey, where's my pants?" Oh, look at that. We got the Chase McCain Trophy Achievement. That's actually for completing a Lego City Hero requirement, which we got easy peasy with our 2x red multipleasy. That's right. Now, normally we would end the video, we'd be cutting to our final total screen at the end of our totals. But no, in this particular case, we're actually loading right back into where we had, well, it started from. I started to read the advanced comment, where we advanced from. But now, look at this. We've got this little stud trail that leads up to this crazy zip line, and we get a call from Mr. Frank Honey. And what's Honey saying? He's saying that we need to go somewheres and do something. Imagine that. We need to go somewhere and do something. Oh, well, we're actually going to take advantage of this zip line in a minute because it actually saves us a little bit of time. You'll notice that once we finally get our GPS tracker, it'll actually activate and it'll start behind us and kind of make its way all the way around the countryside over there. And really, it's not that big of a shortcut, but it is kind of fun, and we also get ourselves a super brick. So, highly recommend you check this out. You can see, look there. Look, it's a long journey. But for us, we're just gonna hop across this. Oh, I guess I looked at that wrong. When I first saw it pop up, I thought it was like the map. No, it's just showing us the actual destination where I'm in perfect spots right now. So I'm just gonna hop across and do the little zip lineage. Ready? Don't look out below. Look at that. We got the old cuffs. And there's a super brick for me and you. Woo to the who. All right, now we're down, and we've got all sorts of stuff going on here, but we are in need of a vehicle. So let's see here. How about you? Halt. I need a speedster. Oh, this is not going to do it for us. Look at this. We got a surfboard and a bicycle. I bet you I can ride the bicycle faster than this thing goes. This is not a very efficient vehicle. But, hey, that motorcycle is. Maybe I got my eyes on that motorcycle. Maybe we'll take it past that here in a little bit. Look how slow this thing is going up the hill. No, don't stop. We'll lose our momentum. Speaking of momentum, we got some great momentum right now for all of our subscribers on YouTube. Feel free to check us out on the old YouTube subscriptions if you have not already. Now, that's, of course, assuming you like our videos or maybe have found them a little bit helpful either now or, I guess, past, present, or future. And look at that. Speaking of future, I told you we were going to ride this thing in the future, didn't I? And here we are. I love these little two-stroke guys. And oh, look at that. I almost went too far. But hey, I'm going to take a left right down here and make our way towards Albuquerque. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's actually down by the old docks. And you can see we're almost to that floating golden police badge. Take a quick peek at the map just in case you were not following along with the GPS stud tracker. And once we get there, it's going to take us into a cutscene.
Hey, are you in there, Frank?
Yes! Is that you, Chase? Have you come to rescue me?
Shh! Johnny, go fetch the rest of the gang. Tell Mr. Chen we have company.
I think the robbers are still around, so be quiet!
Old Frank Honey isn't the smartest of fellows, is he? Well, here we are. We have actually been found by all of the local bad guys, and we're going to go ahead and do our best to go ahead and take these guys all down. Now, it is my recommendation to you that instead of trying to take them all to the ground at once, try to cuff and stuff them one by one. Now, it might be hard. You might have to throw one guy off to the side and then go, you know, throw another guy and then come back and get that other guy. I know I'm just confusing you by saying this, but really all I'm trying to say is focus on knocking one guy down and focus on trying to arrest him. So, as you can see, I'm slowly working that process here, and eventually I get all these guys down, and oh, spin to win, buddy! Little jambalaya. Look at that. Oh, down for the count. And although I think that that's it, it turns out it's not. It's reinforcements. The cavalry of bad guys has showed up. Look, by land and sea they show up, and I just have some more spammage to do. So I'll go ahead and, you know, I really like grabbing the guys and throwing them. Now, not only does it hurt the guy you're grabbing, but it also takes down another guy. Makes it easier to go ahead and cuff them, so to speak. So you can see I'm just trying to grab one guy at a time and methodically slam him down. And look at that. I'm getting all the way through these bad guys, almost to the end. And once we get to the end, it's actually going to take us all the way. Well, we actually get to drive a special vehicle, and we have to protect it. So it's up to us to do, well, it's kind of some avoidance. And I'll be honest, I actually failed twice. So the footage you see of me driving this semi coming up is actually my third attempt. So you know what they say, third time's the charm. So here we go. I've reloaded for the third time, as I mentioned, and I'm going to go ahead and follow this as best as I can. Now, my only real advice for you is that once you get to the bridge, use the lower area. You'll see what I'm saying. And, you know, it is recommended that you try to avoid smashing into other vehicles, whether they be the bad guys or good guys just strolling down the street. Because you can see it gets really squirrely, and unfortunately there is no boost with this truck. So, as you can see, I made it away from the first set of guys, or sort of. They're kind of finally catching up to me. And I almost dumped this guy off the old Golden Gate. In fact, I got stuck, and I thought, okay, well, hurry up, just smash me to pieces so I can start all over again. But then I remembered, hey, I could jump. And so I'm like, woohoo, I can jump, woohoo. And I get off the side rail there, and then I take the old elevator downtown. That's right, I'm going down? Maybe. My driving's not so good. Hopefully I'll get all the way down here. And look at that. So I'm going to avoid going up that ramp right away just because, hey, I don't want to have to deal with all those guys. And it looks like none of them are really following me down here. So as I look ahead, I see that there are no more visual ramps or visible ramps. And woohoo! Look at that. I did not have the speed required to do that, but hey, I'll take it. And oh no! Look at that. We are on our side, and we are getting smashed. And I thought for sure there was no way I'm going to make it. But, hey, look at that. Become a patron. Check out patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming. That's right. And look out for these guys. They are going to come back here in a second. They do that cool cinematic hop over the bridge there, and then they come up from our left in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There they are. And oh, head-on collision. And I took him out. And luckily for me, that was pretty much everybody. So I am hanging on by the skin of my teeth here. As you can see, I have a very little vehicle left protecting me on my route. But I make it all the way to this glowing golden police crest. And we'll go ahead and check out a cutscene. And we will see at the very end. Because there will be no totals as there is no special assignment. Well, technically, we already did it, so shh, cutscene.
Do you mind if I drive it from here? I want to show Ellie that I can be trusted.
All right. Enjoy getting your photo in the papers, Frank.
Ha!
I can't wait all day, Marion. I have to reopen the bridge this afternoon.
Where is that truck?
As if I'm interested in fame and fortune. My public!
Ah, here it comes, Mayor Gleason. Right on time.
Here I am with our new truck! Good old Frank Honey delivers again! Coming through! Honey! Out of the way! Sorry, madam. Hi there, Mayor Gleason. Hey, Chief.
Dunby!
Honey!
Waffles! What are we doing?
Well, what did you expect to happen with Frank driving it? This is your fault, Marion.
Whoa.
Chase, give me some good news. Have you found Rex Fury?
Well...
How could you find him? I mean, the chief told you to stay off his case.
Oh, really?
That's not true at all. Is it, Chase?
No?
That's right. I was just about to send him undercover in,
Chang Chuang's gang? I think he's linked to Rex.
yes!
Well, that was broke when I got here.
All right, pat yourselves on the back. We're officially through Chapter 4 and oh to the yeah. Check us out on all of our social media pages, which can actually be found down below in the video description. And of course, HappyThumbsGaming.com is available for your viewing pleasure too. So, hey, if you have time, check out our Thumbie must-see. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. As for me, that's it. As always, until next time, so ya!